So we're down to the last of the U substitution problems on page 600 in the notes. And so they're probably going to throw the whole kitchen sink at us this time. But let's see what they've got and see if we can handle kitchen sink being thrown at us. That doesn't sound too attractive now that I say that out loud. All right, so we've got 3x over the square root of 2x squared plus 3. All right, we're going to tackle this the same way we've been tackling everything up to this point. We're going to let u be equal to our inside function, which is 2x squared plus 3. All right, now du is equal to 4x dx. All right, so they didn't set this up for us, so we've got a 3x over here instead of a 4x. So I'm going to divide both sides of this equation by 4. But the important thing to notice here is that I can make this x go away in the denominator because this whole thing is going to get replaced by a u. And now I've got this x and dx, which can be replaced by a du. So this entire equation can be expressed in terms of u. If I substitute this equation and I had some u's and some x's, that would be a real mess. I wouldn't be able to do any integration at all from that. All right, so what we've got here is we've got 3 over the square root of u times 1/4 du. So what is this going to equal once we kind of clean this up a little bit? Well, the 3 and the 1/4 I can move outside of the integral. So that'll be 3 over 4 times the indefinite integral of 1 over the square root of u. Why don't I go ahead and write that as u to the negative 1/2 power. And that's going to set me up to use that's the kind of the opposite of the power rule. So this is 3/4 times, I'm going to add 1 to my exponent. So it's going to go from negative 1/2 to positive 1/2. And then I divide by 1/2. Dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2. All right, and then I add a c. So what I can do is I can kind of do a little canceling out there. So this is going to be 3/2 times, instead of writing to the 1/2, I can write the absolute or the square root. And instead of u, I can write 2x squared plus 3. And then all of that plus c. Okay, once again, not the prettiest thing sitting here to find the antiderivative of, but if I took the derivative of this, I would get right back to that 3x over the square root of 2x squared plus 3. All right. So this is kind of all we need to do about U substitution. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead in the next video and I'm going to show you the first problem on the next page, just to show you how things can get a little bit trickier than what we've already seen up to this point. But I want to stress before we go to it that the AP exam is not going to ask you to do a problem that's that difficult as finding U substitutions. When they think about U substitutions, they're talking about the problems that we've done on this page. So if you're feeling comfortable with this, go ahead and do the homework problem, but not the last 2 problems. If you can do that first page of problems, you have mastered U substitution to the degree you need to.